This is my Costa Rica research project. I titled it Same Animal, Different Place. What I did was I took 3 different mammals in 2 different places of the world. There's the American raccoon here in New Hampshire and the Costa Rican raccoon. The New Hampshire white-tailed deer, Costa Rican white-tailed deer, a New Hampshire porcupine, and a Costa Rican porcupine. So what I did was I compared the same ones to each other to see how they interacted with their environment and what these interactions did to affect the environment. What I found somewhat shocked me. What I found out about the raccoons is that they have much more predators and can grow to be a lot bigger, and they have more offspring, but they don't live as long. The raccoon has less predators in Costa Rica, is smaller in Costa Rica, and has less offspring in Costa Rica. Although it does usually live longer. So I said, since the raccoons in Costa Rica have fewer predators, I think that there will be more raccoons in Costa Rica. Meaning that they will have more an impact on the environment. The reason that I think this is because of the fact that if there are fewer predators, then there will be a larger population than if there were more predators. Another reason that I think this is because in Costa Rica there are no owls, hawks, or snakes that will attack them when they are in a tree, but here in New Hampshire we have these which can attack them while they're in trees. If there are a higher population, then that means more of their foods will be taken and more of the droppings will be around, possibly killing some plants. Another reason is that with higher populations, more areas will be used as a home, meaning more damages to trees and other plants. The white-tailed deer. In New Hampshire, the white-tailed deer has 2 predators, a bobcat and a coyote. In Costa Rica, they have no known predators because their predator was the jaguar, and the jaguars have not been seen for a decade or 2 because they were all hunted. In the United States, there is an estimated 85,000 white-tailed deer in New Hampshire, according to the State Fish and Game website. Whereas in Costa Rica, it is unknown, but it is known that they're mainly Guanacaste, although widely dispersed throughout the country. The lifespan is 11 to 12 years in New Hampshire, whereas it's 22 years in Costa Rica. In New Hampshire, a mature buck can weigh anywhere from 150 to 310 pounds, whereas a matured female or a doe can weigh anywhere from 90 to 210 pounds. In Costa Rica, they weigh 191 pounds. So what I said about their interactions with the environment is, since their lifespan is about 2 times more than in New Hampshire, and they have no predators that are known of in Costa Rica, means that they have a higher population than us. Since there are predators here, we have a lower population than Costa Rica does. This means that there are higher numbers of deer in one area, which means more bedding areas, which equals more areas that are flattened, killing the grass and other plants. In Costa Rica, they are mainly concentrated in Guanacaste, whereas in New Hampshire they are spread out. And the porcupines. In New Hampshire, their predators include a lynx, bobcats, coyotes, fishers, and great horned owls. They can weigh anywhere from 11 to 30.8 pounds. Their extreme lifespan is 18 years, and their average is 6. Whereas in Costa Rica, the predators are ocelots, which is a type of wild cat, birds when they are exposed, and boa constrictors, and they weigh 4.4 pounds with a lifespan of 17 years. This is what I said about their interactions with the environment. What I think this means is that the North American porcupine will affect the environment more than the Mexican hairy dwarf porcupine, which is in Costa Rica, because of the size. I also think that the North American porcupine will affect the environment it lives in because they have more offspring than the Mexican hairy dwarf porcupine. But the Mexican hairy dwarf porcupine has fewer predators than the North American porcupine, meaning that the Mexican hairy dwarf porcupine could live longer and have higher populations. If this is the case, then the Mexican hairy dwarf porcupine could have more of an effect on the environment. That was my project. For all the people who have supported us throughout the year, me and everyone else in the class, thanks you. Thank you very much for supporting us, and I hope you keep up helping people who need it.